Mariah said, we're going to do the best with what we got. Okay, that's all we can do. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I've seen since my last time of uploading, I've gained 10, or I should say 9 more, or maybe 8 more followers. So woo, welcome to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you have enjoyed some of my content. I'm sorry I haven't been able to provide you guys with more. I'll try to make that change as the time goes on. But yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys stick around for more things that I have planned that I need to execute. Raise y'all hands if, well, I'm sure it's a lot of people. You say you're going to do something and it just takes a minute. Oh, I'm raising my hand. But okay, so once again, welcome to my channel, guys. So we got Love Island. Not the game, just a regular show, the USA version, and we're in season 8, and I'm going to be talking about episode 1 and 2. Okay, so for the first, we start off with a musical, honey. Okay, a little High School Musical style, but Peacock Love Island coded. Okay, so that's what they got going on now. And introducing, we start off with the ladies. We got Anaya, Kenzie, Melanie, Beatrice, and Trinity. For the fellas, we got Bryce, Sincere, Casey, Sean, and Charlie's brother, Zach. Okay, and then later on we get a few more bombshells. Now, if you're noticing someone is missing from this list, you are correct. So there was supposed to be a Vasana or something. But, Love Island Peacock caught her in the act of saying the N-word. Okay, I don't know why people just can't stop saying the N-word, or if you're going to say it, don't post it. All right. So she didn't even make it on the show. Last season, Love Island USA, somebody made it on the show and she left promptly after that when they found out that situation. So you guys got it done early, but you should have got it done earlier. Like, what are you doing? Like, how you made the girl go through the whole process and everything to just turn around and say no? You should have checked before all of that. Y'all should have checked. Okay? Alright, so let's go back a little bit. Introducing the people and kind of what they were talking about. So for the ladies, I mentioned we got Anaya. So Anaya is a daughter of, I believe, an NBA star. We don't know who, or ex-NBA star. I don't know. We don't know exactly who that is yet. At least I don't. I haven't really searched. She mentioned that she's a Virgo. I don't know if this season or if I'm going to be like talking about zodiacs like that, but we'll see. But yeah, so she says she's a Virgo. Then we got Kenzie. She just finished nursing school, so shout out to Kenzie. Woo-hoo-hoo. A few days or a day before she actually went to the villa, so that's what's up. Shout out to Kenzie. And she said she was a Sagittarius. People be saying Sagittarius. But it was just funny. But yeah, so that's Kenzie. Then we got Melanie. I don't remember too much about Melanie, at least, except for that she's Dominicana. Okay, so she's from the Dominican. And if you can, for me, when I was guessing zodiac signs, I was guessing she was probably a Scorpio or a Capricorn. So those were the two I was guessing, because they didn't actually mention it in the episode. So jot down what you guys think her zodiac sign is. I have searched all their zodiac signs for the most part and found most of them. So I do know what it is, but go ahead and drop in the comments, what you think the people's zodiac signs are. All right. So I guess I'm going to be talking about zodiacs. I'll try. I'll see how it goes. Okay. Then we got Beatrice, who is a Paralympian. So she was born with something that they had to amputate part of her leg. So I forgot exactly what it was, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, but that didn't stop her at all. You know what I'm saying? They say you need legs to run, not really. Okay, she'll most likely be me at running. Okay, so shout out to her, and let's see. Oh, and guess her zodiac sign at the bottom too, on the comments. So I thought Beatrice was a Leo. Okay. Then for the ladies, we got Trinity. So Trinity, I think she said she was a model. I'm not remembering, but she said she don't like to exercise. So that's what I learned about Trinity on episode 1. And then for the and then for Trinity, I thought maybe she was a Taurus. Thought she was maybe a Taurus. Yeah, maybe an Aquarius, Taurus. But yeah, all right. Drop down what you think. Okay. For the guys, for the fellas, we got Bryce. I'm sorry, I'm skipping. Who's Bryce? Give me a second. I'm sorry. Who's the Bryce? Oh, okay. So Bryce, he's 29. One of the old cats in there. Older cats, excuse me. Because 29 is not old, but definitely one of the older ones. So Bryce, he's a model. On the side, we learned that he'd be fixing garbage trucks, electrical. So that's pretty cool. But he's like, it's a dirty job, you know, and he don't really like to talk about it, things like that. Then we got, sorry, my notes is acting penny. Casey? No, Sincere. Oh, and Bryce, what I think Bryce was. Ooh. I don't remember. But drop down what zodiac you think Bryce is. Then yeah, we got Sincere. I thought Sincere was a Libra. But yeah, what did I care to? What do I remember about Sincere? Not too much. Not too much, honey. What's that? You know, all right, he looked good. Okay, if I was distracted. Okay. Then we got KC. KC. Who's that? Oh, KC. Well, I thought he was a Leo. Okay, he was a Leo, and he's a nurse, or he be working with with the elderly. So shout out to Casey. That takes a lot. It's not easy. So it seems possibly could have a lot of patience. So that's cool. We got Sean the Popo. Okay, 5'0", the police officer. Okay. I saw in like the shade room or something and talking about the mayor. The mayor is like disappointed or whatever that he decided to leave the force to basically join Love Island in a time where they need more officers. Sean, you and Trevor saying, so you left? I didn't know he left, but it seemed like I guess he quit. I guess they wouldn't let him take a vacation to come out there and do his stuff and come back and work afterwards, or is it against the contract? I'm not sure, so he had to quit. Probably against the contract, so he had to quit. But he probably would have came back if, y'all was so strict, But yeah, we got 5-0 in here. Ooh, honey, that's kind of weird. I don't know about you. I would have felt awkward. Like, ooh. Casey was like, no, he here to spy on us or something. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I got Sean. So he a popo. 5-0. He said people be giving him compliments because I guess he's a good looking officer. I guess. Oh, what's that song by Little Wayne? Causing us. Go wee like a cock. Okay, that's all I got. I don't know what the heck they was saying. And then we get Charlie's brother Zach. I hope y'all bring Charlie back. I guess maybe later on in the season. He probably don't want to come back. He's like, if that popular, he probably getting honeys on the side. He don't need the show. And he's done. But yeah, so we got the brother. So yay. Anyway, what we later. That's kind of all I know about it. He's Charlie's brother. Ooh, that sucks, right? Be a sibling and then you come in second and you're just gonna be known as the brother. Not really. He probably gonna make a name for himself, but for now, he's Charlie's brother. Okay. So yeah. So them is the people. Okay. So I can remember. So now, they got something different. They got like 3 doors. So they go through like a series of questions, basically to test. This is a new way that they're gonna try to have people couple up, and basically they got 3 doors, and Ariana Maddox will ask certain questions, and you stand by the door that most fit your answer, and it basically was testing like, oh, if they're compatible. Well, yeah, compatibility, and I just mostly to find out, I guess, where people's headspace is at, and things like that. It was mostly sexual questions though, so very not sustainable. Not very sustainable. Not like, oh, who wants kids, who doesn't want kids. No, it was like, oh, is you a dog person, a cat person, or a plant person? What sex positions do you like? Missionary, doggy style, or cowgirl? Like shit like that. Sorry, stuff like that. So nothing sustainable. Granted, we are on Love Island, but it's love. What love are we talking about? Is it emotional love or love making, honey? Because every time sex, that I always talk about sex. That's it. Kiss and sex. Where is the conversation? That's why there's barely any. Well, there's some successful couples. But nonetheless, still, okay. So them was the type of questions to find out if you're compatible. But no, it's not even sustainable to really find out for real. Oh, would you check? Is it okay for your partner to check your phone? Never, always, or sometimes. Stuff like that. Like, is this what we have come to? Is this what we have come to? Yes, it is. Unfortunately. Anyway, so yeah, so after those questions, and kissing each other, so testing chemistry, testing compatibility, testing if you're going to choose your partner off of your first initial attraction, things like that. So after all these 3 checks and things like that, they had to stand at the door of the guy. The girls had to stand at the door of the guy that they wanted to couple up with. So the couples, honey, let me put this out. First, there was a lot of basically the officer Sean and Beatriz. They had a lot of questions, and I guess they had a good kiss and things like that. So Beatriz was the only one to choose to stand to partner up or couple up with Sean. So boom, they was a couple. Who was next, honey? Next I think it was Bryce. So the person who chose Bryce was Trinity. She was the only one. So boom, they a couple. Next, who was next, honey? I think next was Casey. You know who who was behind Casey's door? That's right, nobody. Empty. Crickets. Okay, cricket. Okay. And he was upset, so he had to go stand by the fire. He had to go sit down by the fire pit. Yeah. Then, who got 2 of them girls? 2 of them? Not one, but 2 of them. Was a Mr. Sincere, okay? Sincerely sincere. Got 2 gals. He had Anaya stand for him, and he had Melanie stand for him. And he had to choose from the 2, and he chose Melanie. They do look cute together. They do look like they match physically, honey. My eyesight, okay? From what I'm saying, both good looking people look good together, okay? Yes, and Anaya is beautiful, okay? But yeah, at this point in time, she did not get picked, okay? So she should have tried. She should have tried to get with who she wanted, her first pick. So I can't even blame the girl for real. Nonetheless, she had to go by the fire pit with Mr. Casey, and they ended up having a couple of them, okay? Boom. So those happened to be all the couples, okay, that we ended up with. And yeah, for the first episode, what stuck out to me was some conversations. We had Mr. Officer Sean and Beatrice talking about basically something that they did to get ready, and he said he learned some line dancing, and so I guess connected to country music. So he likes some country music. She don't like country music. Boom, off the bat, I don't know. Oh, bro, y'all, I forgot to mention Mr. Officer Sean is a father. Oh, the most important beat. I didn't put that in my notes. Okay, I'm trying to do this off the dome and off, and then a little bit off the notes. Okay, so I apologize. Mr. Officer is also a father. Father officer. um. So yeah. So he's a pap. He's a pappy. What did Nick from last season say? For Huda, money, mama, mamacita. So what we calling him? Papi, papa, papacita. Okay. So we got a papacita in the house, honey, who's also a popo. Okay. So two piece, pee-piece. Okay. Let me stop. All right, let me start this now. We're running on 15 minutes. I'm trying to finish this, and I need to head over to episode 2, honey. But yeah, um, so yeah, we found out he said that he had told us in the beginning, so he didn't wait and was telling people a little bit by a little bit, like Huda did last season. And I'm wondering if that's gonna be his downfall a little bit. But at the end of the day, I feel like, yeah, take me as I am. This is what I'm bringing. Don't like string somebody along and then drop the bomb on their ass like that. So I don't mind him doing it. Saying it in the beginning, I think that's good. That's good for people to know, to see if they want to continue, if they want to pursue that or not. But for Beatrice, it seems like that's something that is like affecting, more so like her connection. She said even back at her home, whatever, when she's dating people, them having kids affects that relationship too. So, obviously it's not necessarily going to change when she's here, right? So, yeah, that plays a part of what happens later on in the episode. So Beatrice is not 100%, with Sean, because he's a daddy, okay? And I'm like, dang, y'all brought a father here. Is Huda coming back this season? I think her and that dude she was with is broken up, okay? So maybe she could back. But Huda crazy. So I don't know. I'm not even going to put that, okay? Mr. Officer seemed crazy a little bit too, So I don't know. We'll see. He don't seem that crazy. He seems like a quiet crazy. Like, don't seem crazy, but maybe crazy. You feel me? Like that, okay? But yeah, so that's what's going on there with their relationship. A little bit, but yeah, later on in the episode, I'm doing things like that stood out to me. If you guys want me to talk about something, you let me know down in the comments. But yeah, so we get to the end of the night, and Ayana Maddox is back, and the doors are back as well. So now the couples have to stand across each other. There's a red dot, there's a green dot. The red dot represents that you want to explore other connections. The green dot signifies that you want to kind of stay in the couple that you're in, you good. So the people who chose the green was Mr. Officer, Sean, Sincere, and Casey. And what's her name? Kenzie. Kenzie chose to stay on her green dot. Niall chose to stay, and Melanie chose to stay. And so the ones who didn't choose to stay was Beatrice, Trinity. Sorry, the names. Yeah, Beatrice, Trinity, Bryce, and Charlie's brother Zach. So, being that they wanted to explore freaking Love Island, had to bring in, 2 more bombshells. The 2 bombshells that came in, name is Kada, I believe. It's the woman's, is the lady's name, and then the guy's name is Gabriel. So there's 2 bombshells that came in. They went to the ones that are still willing to explore, made out with them, and then took them off into the night, okay, into the bed to talk more about sex, kissing. Nothing sustainable once again, okay. And I believe that's how episode 1 ends. So then we get to episode 2, and everybody finds out who left and who's staying, who is willing to explore, and who's good in their couple. Everybody thought Sean and Beatrice was solid, you know. But girls, I don't know how you think she was solid when she told y'all that she don't really date guys with kids. Okay, so that's already like a flag. So nobody's gonna tell Sean that. But yeah, so Sean is shocked though, but because she hadn't had the chance to express that to him. I mean, everything does go by fast, so you kind of got to let your things be known fast before things get construed. But yeah, so she thought Beatrice thought she was gonna have a chance to explain herself to Sean. She obviously was able to because they was taken out to the night with the bombshells, okay, and was sleeping together and everything. I mean, in the bed, okay. So there's that. There's two couples that did stay for each other. That was Casey and Anaya, and then you got Melanie and Sincere. So it was Sean and Kenzie who had their partners leave. Kenzie kind of already had an inkling because what's his name again? I'm gonna get it, guys. Whoosh, what's his name? Zach. He don't look like a Zach. I think that's why they turned out. He looked like a Sean too. Anyway, Charlie's brother, Zach, kind of already told her, hey, you know, I've never really dated a blonde, so she was already like feeling iffy about that. Yeah, girl, you should trust the intuition. But Melanie was like, no, he likes you, girl. Melanie, how the fuck do you know that? Did you talk to him? No, he didn't. Stop lying to the girls. Hey, anyway, so. Yeah, so she already had an inkling. So, but she was upset. I get people being upset, but at the end of the day, honestly, everybody is still open to other connections. It's literally night one, day one, whatever the heck, 24 hours. Okay, so nobody's locked down for real. If you are, good, but I doubt it. And it's fine to be upset, you know, because you're like taken back. But Kenzie, you kind of knew, so you shouldn't be too taken back, ma'am. You shouldn't be too upset, okay? I understand you want someone to pick you. I get it, but yeah, have someone pick you who wants you. Obviously, Zach didn't. You know, you kind of already mentioned that. You know, so at least he did that. He wasn't trying to lead her on. So I'm not even mad at Charlie's brother Zach. So yeah, it is what it is with that. You know, it's unfortunate. It's a sad thing. You know, she's not really projecting to him. She might be projecting to all her other past relationships and past situations. So yeah, so there's that. And Sean was upset because, you know, which makes sense because he thought it was going good. You thought she was going to be in green. And he was basically coming to the standpoint of, I didn't, the zodiacs, I thought Sean was a Capricorn and Cancer. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, so he was basically saying like, yeah, that's fine, you want to explore, you know, we're all open to explore, but when it comes down to these games to choose like, hey, who, if you want to stay with me or not, he wants someone who's going to be in the green, which is understandable. Yeah, it's understandable. And she didn't really talk to him yet, and I understand her point of view too. Like, it is like the beginning, there's no reason for people to really be getting mad that you want to explore other connections, things like that. So they're both valid in how they feel, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, when they do get a chance to talk, I think that'll probably happen tonight, in the third episode. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. So the second episode was basically like bombshells and the people that are open to explore, like, you know, talking a little bit more, kissing a little bit more, and things like that. You know, no talks of really of substance too much. I mean, what's her name? The bombshell lady. Because the guys gave, you know, her name was Kada. Yeah, so Kada seems to like Charlie's brother Zach more. And during the night when they were all sleeping together and things like that, she went over to kiss Zach, and after she was done, since Bryce was next to him too, he was like trying to get a kiss too, and she's like, nah, not tonight. Oof. Ooh, that must have hurt, honey. But she telling you right there, she was so into Zach, okay? So I know you got to try, but I would have fell back a little bit after that one if you ask me. So yeah, so there's that. Then the bombshell Gabriel, he seems to more so, well, you can't really tell. He seems to be a flirt and really just be into all type of women. Okay, so you can't really tell too much. But yeah, so was talking to Trinity and Beatrice. Ooh, 24 minutes, honey. That's a lot, you guys. I'm so sorry. I need to be talking faster. Hopefully I get done by like 30. So that's the goal. I am doing 2 episodes, so it'll be like 15 minutes each type stuff. I have been talking about extra stuff, but let me keep going. All right. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, back in the villa. People are trying to talk to Sean and Kenzie. See how they feel that they chose to want to explore and was taken off by the bombshells. I already explained what Sean felt. He understands trying to explore, because that's normal when they explore with other people. But when it comes time to choose, in these games, if you want to still, choose me, he wants to be chosen, which is understandable. Kenzie too, she also wants to be chosen, also understandable. So yeah. Now, things that stuck out to me a little bit in some of the conversations in the villa was Sean talking to Anaya and Melanie, and he basically was saying like, Melanie was like, "What's your type?" and things like that, and he was saying he don't really have a type, but when he first came and saw Anaya and Trinity, he was like, "Wow, we're damn," or something like that. And we call it over there. Anaya over there like blushing, and she blushing. Ooh, Casey, you in trouble, honey. She ain't gonna be by the door again. Let her get a hold of Sean. That's it. That you're through. You ain't got no chance. Okay, might have a chance. I know a little bit, depending how you come, but whew, let Sean come through there. You're done. You're finished. She's like, oh my gosh, she was my number 2 girl. Oh my gosh. So she's already like happy because she was like Casey who at that point. A weird conversation that I don't even know if it actually happened. I might have to watch it back to make sure I heard what I think I heard. But it was between Casey, Sincere, and what's her name? Oh, everything be escaping me for real. Hold on. What's this lady's name? Give me a second. Okay. Kenzie. Okay. And Kenzie. And basically, they were asking her if she would date or talk to any of the guys that her friends are talking to, like the ones that they're with, like Anaya and Melanie. And for me, that's kind of weird, sir, because you guys are with them. Why would you ask her if she would basically, she wouldn't mind talking or pursuing things with y'all? That's basically what I heard. I don't know about y'all. I don't know if I'm tripping. Let me know. Okay. But anyway, so those are the things that kind of stuck out to me more so in the villa. So we get to more so the nighttime, whatever, and everybody's coming back. So we got the bombshells coming back, and we got the ones when they explore coming back. Okay. And since Miss Ariana Maddox is not there, they're each like being their own host with the I got a text, okay, things popping off. So, long story short, to get through this bitch, we have Beatrice. Basically, the bombshell Gabriel picks Beatrice over Trinity, okay. Then you got the bombshell Kata, who picks Zach instead of Bryce, okay. So that means Bryce and Trinity automatically get back together because they didn't get chosen by the bombshells, so good for them. And we have new couples in town with the bombshells, and then so that leaves Kenzie and Sean single and vulnerable to go home. So we'll see what happens in episode 3. I'll try, so when it comes out tonight, so latest y'all should get that by hopefully is it's Friday, okay. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. Hopefully y'all stuck around. I know there was a lot of fluff in there. And yeah, the other one should be pretty quick because I'll go by episode, and I'll plan to go by episode. Life happens. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good night, morning, or afternoon, whenever you may be watching this. And see you next time. Peace out.
It's alright.